Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are filming the Drugstore makeup tag, so if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. First things first, like usual, I didn't film this look, I do have a short reel with it, but I will list down below the reel, I will list down below everything that I have on my face, and all of these questions and the products that we are gonna talk about. So let's start. Let's stop rambling because I always do that, and let's start talking about the questions because we have 14. The first question is if you could only use one drugstore / affordable brand, what would it be? And this was pretty easy. It is NYX Cosmetics for me, just because I do have one product in, I think, all categories from NYX, and they are pretty good. So they have multiple formulas in every category, which is sometimes annoying but sometimes really great because you can find something for yourself. I do have here a new favorite from them, and it is the Smooth Whip. I just love it. It is so beautiful on the lips. It is smoothing, it's comfortable but still matte. It looks really great and I really love it. And then I have here another product just to mention. It is the Bordeaux Glow Foundation. I do have that one on my face today. It looks really nice. The combo for today with the primer and the powder is not the best, but the foundation is for sure not the problem in this combo, and I just love that foundation. It is glowy but not greasy. It is pretty liquidy, so it is easy to blend, easy to spread. It's so nice. It's like a medium coverage, really natural. I really like it. I have lip pencils from NYX that I really love. The brow pencil, the pen brow product from NYX is amazing. Concealer from NYX, a lot of products that are really good. This concealer is great from the Project Pen, the Bear With Me. So for sure, NYX is my answer for the first question. Let's move into the second one. What's the most underrated drugstore / affordable brand? If we are talking only affordable, I would mention maybe Sephora collection. I have two products in here. I don't have that many products from Sephora collection, but I heard a lot of good things about this brand and I want to try more. And I know that it is on the lower price at Sephora. And I have here this mascara, which is really nice. It is the Size Up Volume Mascara. The only problem with this mascara is that the wand is picking up way too much product, so you need to clean it very well. But I really like the brush and I really like the effect. It is a really nice mascara. And then I have this blue eyeliner pencil, which is incredible. And I had a green, I still have it actually. I had a bunch of eye pencils from Sephora and they are amazing. And this is a cobalt blue and it's so beautiful, so easy to put on the waterline, very pigmented. I really like it. So only from these two. And I tested at some point one foundation and it was not my favorite, but it was pretty good. So I am curious about Sephora collection in general. Next question is, what's the most overrated brand? And I know that this brand is very popular, but it's overrated a bit in my opinion, and it is E.L.F. For me in particular, a lot of products from E.L.F. are just a bit hit or miss, mostly on the miss side, just because I don't know. This powder, I'm wearing it today. I know that a lot of people are loving this powder, but I don't love it. It is the Halo Glow setting powder and I do have it on my skin today. It looks pretty heavy. I don't love it on the under eye. I really like a very matte and flat under eye and the T-zone. So around my nose and under the eyes and on the T-zone, I just prefer something flat. So if that is something that you don't love, maybe you will love this one. For the rest of the face, sure. But for the under eyes and T-zone, no, I can't. A product that I do love from E.L.F, it is the Power Grip. This one is pretty nice. This has a lot of hype, but I think it is worth it. What else did I test from E.L.F? I tested a foundation, a pretty old formula, but it was smelling awful, like paint. I tested the original Camo Concealer and it was very cakey, so yes, I don't know, E.L.F is a bit hit or miss for me and I think it's just a bit overrated. The next question is, what is your favorite drugstore product under $5? And for me that is the True Skin Concealer from Catrice. I have the shade 002 Natural Ivory and let me tell you, the matching of the shade, it was awful because first time I did buy something that was not my shade and it was totally my fault, but the second time they need to describe shades better and they need to have more shades, but that is a drugstore problem in general. I love this concealer, it's so beautiful. It is like a medium to full coverage, you can build it up, but it is pretty lightweight, it's not cakey, it is liquidy but not too liquidy. The packaging is really nice, it is glass and the doe foot is really nice. It looks like this, it is bendable, so it's an amazing concealer. It was in the favorites, I adore it. It is really, really, really nice. Next question is, what is a hidden gem from the drugstore that no one talks about? And I'm mentioning Catrice again. Apparently I do have some really good products from Catrice, so I want to mention these two. This is the Volumizing Lip Booster and I have the shade, I'm gonna put it down below because the writing is just coming off. This is so nice, I do have it on my lips today. It is glossy, a bit cooling, and I really like it. And this color is really, really natural, very beautiful, wears great. I really like it and it is very, very affordable and it is cooling but not, it is volumizing in a way that is nice, not painful, so I really appreciate that. And then I have this very, very new eyeshadow in my collection. I have the shade 410. It is this mint that I have in my inner corner. This was like $3 or something, and for that price, and this packaging is pretty cute. It is see-through and it seems decently sturdy. I really like it and it looks so nice. It's the perfect inner corner highlight and it's like a mint, so you can add very easily like a pop of color into your look. I really like it. It is a gem. Next question is, what is your favorite drugstore foundation? And I have two. The one that I just mentioned, the NYX one, the Born to Glow. I'm not gonna talk about it again, but it is so beautiful and from the drugstore. And then I have the Catrice True Skin, the same line with the concealer. They are both very, very nice. It looks very natural on the skin. I have the shade 004 Natural Porcelain. It's a really nice foundation and again, glass bottle. And it looks pretty expensive, even though it's like $6 or something like that. It's a really good foundation. Next question is, what products do you tend to buy more at the drugstore versus high-end? And here usually I have products like foundations, concealers, lip products, what else? Brow pencils, for sure I'm buying from the drugstore. The NYX one, where it is? This one I really like and for sure I'm buying that from the drugstore. Lip liners, I don't have in here one from NYX, but I really love the ones from NYX. Eyeliners, I have a bunch of eyeliners from the drugstore and they are really, really good, so I don't think you really need to splurge on eyeliners. Bronzers as well, I do have on my skin right now the Makeup Revolution one, the cream one. That is amazing. It was in the favorites and it is from the drugstore. We have a bunch of options in the drugstore, which is amazing. Next question is, what drugstore brand do you think it's overpriced? And again, I need to mention E.L.F. just because Catrice, Essence, Wet n Wild, Maybelline, those brands are still having pretty low prices. E.L.F. just have some products at $10, $12, $15, which I think it's just a bit too much for the brand. The quality of packaging and everything is pretty nice, but the prices are just a bit over the edge, in my opinion. Next question is, what's your favorite drugstore dupe? And for that I have the Essence Hello Good Stuff. I didn't test the Glow Recipe Niacinamide drops or something like that, I think that is the name. But everybody is saying that this one is a dupe. This is a beautiful primer. It is glowy, hydrating, and it looks really, really nice. And it sinks into the skin. This one is in a project pen and I really enjoy it. So this is a really nice product. Next we have some questions about eyeshadows. The first one is, what's the best drugstore eyeshadow formula? And here I want to mention affordable formula just because first of all, the drugstore section is very debatable because here in Romania we have some drugstore brands like Essence, Catrice, Wet n Wild, Rimmel, L'Oreal, stuff like that. NYX has a separate store, even though I am considering NYX drugstore because the prices are around drugstore prices. In the States, for example, there are a lot more makeup brands, so maybe BH Cosmetics is considered drugstore in US, but here is not available. I did buy this from Beauty Bay, but I consider them affordable products, and this is the best formula at a more affordable price. And as well, I think I could mention Beauty Bay as well, because the prices are pretty similar. And again, I am talking about affordable products, not drugstore, at least not here in Romania, because I tested maybe the 6 pen from Essence. I tested one palette, it was pretty neutral, it was okay, but nothing special. I think these are a lot more special in my opinion, so I would recommend these over any L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel, stuff like that eyeshadows, because these are great. So I have here the Do Not Disturb palette, which I think it was very underrated, this whole collection, because they did a big mistake by naming the palettes something not appropriate and some shades in there, something not very great, but the quality is impeccable. And I have here the Lost in Los Angeles, which I really, really love. It is a pastel palette and it's so good. I am rooting for BH. I think they have a really great formula and I hope they will release something interesting soon. And the Beauty Bay formula, I only tested this 6 pen palette, but this formula is great and I am curious about other palettes from them, and they are pretty affordable as well. Next question is, what is the worst drugstore eyeshadow formula? And like I said, I didn't test that much eyeshadow from the drugstore just because I prefer higher end eyeshadows. It's just better in my opinion. And I would say that probably Rimmel or Maybelline. I tested at some point a Rimmel palette. It was pretty colorful and it was pretty... the packaging was horrendous and the formula was not that great. I heard a lot of people saying that the Essence formula is very, very hit or miss. So that is not great. Oh, and I want to recommend maybe NYX eyeshadows as well. I do have a palette, the Ultimate Utopia palette, and the mattes in there are great. Amazing mattes. So I think these two brands and maybe some NYX shadows, those are the formulas that I would recommend. But Rimmel, Maybelline, L'Oreal, something like that, it's just not for me. Next question is, drugstore brand you used to love but aren't crazy about anymore? And I would say that Wet n Wild probably, because I love the eyeshadow formula from Wet n Wild. I think right now I only have a lipstick from Wet n Wild and that one is pretty good. But throughout the years I did test some Wet n Wild and most of the products were pretty good. But they are not releasing anything, nobody's talking about them, and maybe the eyeshadow formula is still decent, but they are not interesting anymore. Next question is, drugstore product you didn't expect to love, but totally wowed you. So wowed anyway, you were impressed with, I would say this one. This is the NYX Ultimate Eye Paint, and I think they have multiple shades. Maybe I'm gonna buy one more shade because they have a pretty beautiful blue periwinkle, something like that. It looks stunning, and this formula is nice. I do have this one in here. I try to incorporate some of these products into the look today, and this one is nice. It is an eye paint, so you can use it as an eyeshadow, and for that it's pretty nice, or as wing liners and detail work, and for that works really great as well. I didn't expect this product to be this nice, but it is, so I do recommend it. It's not my favorite eye paint in the whole world. I prefer the About Face one, but this is a lot more affordable. And lastly, we have the 14th question, and we are going back to eyeshadows, and it is favorite affordable palette right now. And I love the Lost in Los Angeles by BH Cosmetics. This is so good. If you want something colorful but still wearable, because it is a pastel palette, so you can incorporate one of these in your look. It's so good. The formula is so beautiful. This white is the best white in my collection, and I used this palette so many times just for this white. It's the perfect inner corner highlight, and you can blend any of these shades with the white just for a bit of contrast, because you can create contrast with lighter shades. You can just lighten a bit the inner part of your eye, for example. I really love this palette, and the shimmers from here are really nice, really colorful, so it's the perfect companion palette, and the formula is so nice. I love this palette, so for sure this is my most used and my favorite drugstore palette. Okay, so these were all the questions. I forgot to mention in the beginning that I saw Sarah Rose film this video, so I will link down below her video. I love her channel, she's amazing. And please let me know in the comments what is your favorite makeup brand from the drugstore, what is your favorite product from the drugstore, or what product you hate from the drugstore. So if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.